Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Welcome back to the stream. I started a little bit late today. Still got caught up in my Sunday errands. They're technically still not done, but I'm at a point where I can leave the bee while I stream for a little bit. So this stream started a little late, and it's also going to end early. Normally I go for 2 hours, but exactly 2 hours from now I need to switch over to streaming Animal Crossing New Horizons on WBGSO. So I don't have time to do a 2-hour stream. And I need to fit a dinner in there somewhere too. So this stream is probably going to be pretty short. Probably all I'm going to be doing is, I said in the title, finishing my dailies, which that is actually just literally this boss fight that I'm about to fight now, is the last thing I need to do for that. After that, today is day 2 of the current limited event. I feel like within about 30 minutes to an hour, we could probably knock out the entirety of today's additions to that event. So I think that's what I'll be doing today. But yeah, I don't expect that to take any more than an hour at best, probably less. So yeah, I do think this will be a short stream.
Without further ado,
right now my dailies consist of fighting this guy for Barca mats. And if I'm lucky, this is the last time I'll have to fight him. Can't look at the whole cycle. It's almost dead. At least I didn't have to blow my burst a second time. What do we got? 3, of course. That's the worst. Oh man, so I will have to fight this thing one more time tomorrow. Let me mark that down on my to-do list. I have a notepad document to open with everything I'm currently working on in this game. With that done, let's come back here just so I'm out of the way of the boss fight. No, nothing over there. I don't have any. I had one anecdote on the map today that I already did. Nothing else really around, unfortunately, but with that done, cool. I did hit 10,000. I don't have to do anything extra. I really didn't want to have to do 2 trading card games because I screwed up earlier in the week and accidentally turned in my 4 commissions for the day before the patch dropped on Tuesday. But thankfully, everything else was just enough battle pass points that I don't have to bother with that, because I kind of don't like Genshin's TCG at all. That's not true. It's not bad. But the problem is Genshin's TCG is very tedious to play on PC if you're playing with controller. And I have to play with controller because mouse and keyboard doesn't let you invert one of the 2 y-axes for some reason that I still can't figure out. I can't remember. I didn't mean to hit that. So I have to play via controller, which means I can't get any of the niceties that playing this TCG on like phone or iPad give you. If you're playing with a mobile device, it's like the TCG is great, very quick to do. Unfortunately, that's not what I'm doing, so I'm like screwed essentially. So I tend to not try to play the TCG in most cases just to not have to deal with it. All right. So now that I'm done with my dailies, the next thing to do is we have a new day worth of, there's new story. I'm gonna do that last. First, I want to do, oh, it's already like, oh, the amount of, you had to wait a certain amount of time for that to pass, and that passed while I was busy doing literally everything else. So, okay. So I can go into the Knights of Favonius headquarters and do that quest as soon as I'm done with all this. But first, I want to do the new stages in the 3 mini games. Let's see. In the air, both allies and enemies move at high speed. Even with the Recon Falcon's alchemical backpack helping to make limited aiming corrections, predicting a target's movements ahead of time remains crucial. For both Falcon and Halo, this is one of the ultimate tests of skill. Excuse me, what do we have? I don't think Cyclone Shields were in the previous stage, so that's new. And elite monster targets weren't either, but I can imagine what that is. All right, let's go for it, see how this goes. Yeah, after obtaining the Cyclone Shield, multiple wind vortexes will be created around the Falcon, dealing damage to any monstrous bullets and targets they come into contact with. Okay. Oh, there's the big guy. That wasn't difficult at all. I do have to dodge those bullets. I don't want to take too much damage, but This is a Mondstadt event. Nonetheless, it's nice that this event is taking us back to Mondstadt, to portions of Mondstadt I haven't seen in ages. When I did the first event, I actually didn't realize you could move your aim stick. So I actually still, despite that, took everything else out enough to get full credit for the stage, so I didn't have to do it again. But after I finished the stage and read up on it, I was like, oh, whoops. Ooh. I like this. Okay. Still have to be careful though, because I don't want to be right in front. Well, it says it does damage to the bullets too, so theoretically I could face tank the bullets and be fine with this active. I was not expecting them to come from behind like that. All right, easy enough. Oh. Oh, great. Oh, that's rude. All right, do as best I can. Oh, I don't like this. Doing okay at the moment. Ugh. Okay, we're done. All right, cool. Exit, we'll pick up our rewards. And then we're done with this event for now. There's going to be 2 more stages that will unlock on Tuesday. So we'll come back then. Let's do the battle stuff next. True explosion after hitting the first opponent, dealing 2 damage to nearby. Ooh, okay. This seems like a Zabide setup, I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. How convenient, but I already have a party for that. Zabide and Alua's artifacts they're all above 16, so they're usable. And of course, Alua's level is not 90. I have to continue working on that, but this will work for now, I think. I'm sure the artifacts I selected are probably better than the trial ones anyway. So defense increased by 120. Some additional. Okay. All right. Give it a try. This isn't going to be as complete utter curb stomp as the last stage I did, which was where I took my C2 Veresa in and just plunged everything to hell and back. Was great. Just to be fine though.
Light compels you. Order guide you.
The sky's blue, the glazed moon shines.
Oh, Zabide's animation is so gorgeous.
Be cleansed.
I'm really glad I put her.
Smite to dust.
When was the last time I climbed his stupid thing? Jeez.
Flame.
Press the advantage.
Let's
Stabilize.
do this. Oh, we got it. Let's go for this nonsense. I probably shouldn't be wasting those like that. Let's see. Wow, I'm just missing all of them. Oh, I missed a clear hit. Unfortunate.
The dog. This is order.
Lofty wisdom will show us the way.
I don't think I'll have a problem hitting Max. Oh yeah, literally almost already there. There we go. 3 stars. Okay. we're essentially done with this stage in terms of getting rewards.
Smite the dust. Wayne.
Wow, it's the set in the complete wrong direction.
Without
Jeez.
further ado.
All right, time for this again. Okay, there we go. There's the good one. What? Left one alive? Jeez. Okay. It's probably easier to do this than what I'm doing.
Be cleansed. Surge.
I need to do that.
Midnight for all.
And it's fine.
Be gone, Shadow of
Yes.
Darkness. Gather. I will have order.
Oh, because I didn't do my thing, I
Without further ado.
lost super. That was annoying.
Blaze moon shine.
But we're fine. Just bad timing on my part.
Go get him, Aiden. Solidify.
Be cleansed.
Oh, we get another one of these right at the end. Fantastic. Okay, now we got the good one. Let me try and stay where I'm at and change this instead of what I was doing. Oh yeah, this was much better. I should have been doing this the entire time. I got an absurd number of those off. All right. That was pretty easy to get max credit. All right, let's see what the next stage. There's all targets on the street. Okay, that's Gene's thing though. Oh, Uzia. Okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting they put Jin Cho in there and not like a Scoffier. Anyway, I have. Let's pull out my my skirt party for this. All party members crit damage is increased 100. 6 crit trigger the frozen area. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. And unlike my spot team, everybody in here is 90 with full level 20 artifacts, so this should go pretty well.
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo. Show no mercy. Not you two. Time. A dash of frosting. Boost on the loose.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be quite ridiculous.
Get to work.
Oh, already.
Suffer the wrath of the
I skipped Karina's burst because I didn't realize I had my burst back already.
a burst of fleet.
Okay. I will summon that in a second. I don't want to waste Skirk's full attack cycle. Okay, there we go. All right, this is straight line apparently. All right, that's good. I don't like how spaced apart they are, but it's fine. I like how I'm getting the one on the right on the second time, just because it's good aim on this one. Okay, do it again. Oh, we're already at 3 stars. Oh, excuse you.
Fulfill our pact. Seek Laline. Eat pop. Off to the freezer.
Didn't quite have time to get my shield up first.
Another star goes out.
Next we go.
World come alive. Show no mercy. Suffer the wrath. A dash of frosting. A burst of flip.
Once again, let's not waste my burst, or not my burst, but my skill cycle. Do 5 of these. That's it. All right, let's do this again. Oh, I didn't want to move that. Let's stay where I'm at. Oh, this is a weird positioning. Let's try this. Also incredibly weird positioning. Why are they spaced so weirdly? This is horrible. This is definitely on purpose. Yuck. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, hello.
Let my name echo in song, fulfill our pact. See Lolene, he's pop. A little moose. Goose on the loose. Annihilate.
See if I can kill this one before timeout. Oh, so close. It's fine. We got 3 stars though. All right, leave challenge. We're done with that for 2 days. Last one up. Oh, actually, get another one of those. Oh, that too. Might be able to get the last one for the days out. Maybe. I'm not sure. We got something here. We did a stage there. Good. Always can use one more. Ooh. Claymore and Musk. Okay, is this Eula and Clarand like just happened in the story quest 2 days ago when we went inside the thing again? The drink stand was built to help knights relax after long days on duty, and it just so happens that a certain captain has recently returned from a long posting in Dragon's Pine. All right, I like this portion of the event. This mini game's nice.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning.
Anytime you need a drink, I'm here to serve.
I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddich has prepared.
You seem busy. Eula's always busy.
I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonius annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately.
It's my first time seeing this side of you as a captain.
Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties.
She takes on too much, honestly.
Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clarand required a lot of focus and energy. Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details. But in the end, the exchange went well, and both parties learned a great deal. Never mind writing reports from 6 different perspectives. I feel like there's enough worth mentioning to write 24 of the things.
I just love the way every time we do an event at this mixology stand, where we're just mixing drinks for people as the bartender here, and it shows the person we're mixing the drinks for, and behind them is just like that random Mondstadt citizen doing breakdancing that they learned from Nala. It's so ridiculous. I love it. Sounds like you could do with something to replenish your energy.
Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
Given Eula's current condition, it might be a good idea to mix her a twinkling starlight. Okay. We'll start with that, and then we will inevitably have to come up with something else later. I appreciate this minigame also tells you the Honkai Star Rail version of drink mixing. For the second half, where you have to come up with something new, doesn't tell you what to do, and you just have to figure it out, which was always a little bit not tedious, but difficult for me. I tend to not be like a puzzle game kind of person in that sense, so I appreciate it when they just tell you exactly what to do. That look on her face when she finishes chopping. Shake hard, okay. That's a little... The camera didn't need to do all that. Mm. And then we have star salt. Okay. This special cocktail was inspired by the stunning vistas over Cider Lake beneath the starry sky. Both its color and flavor hint at a refreshing nature, but those with a lighter tolerance should be careful of its lingering kick.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly.
I do also appreciate they got the Traveler to voice random lines in this one minigame.
Huh. Not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite?
Looking for something with more of a kick.
Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks.
Just making it stronger won't cut it. I need to rewrite the recipe from scratch.
Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure.
that was a little confusing. That was one of the instances that happens often in this game where both the lines are what the Traveler says, one back to back. So now we interview to figure out exactly what drink we're supposed to serve this person. I'm just wondering, that bottle you're carrying, is it imported fruit juice?
That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle.
Have you been drinking a lot of this lately?
Oh, it's a necessary courtesy. In that book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 Years On, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clorand, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice.
I really hope we go to Dorman Port sometime soon. They've been talking about this location in-game for years, and just recently there's a number of people that originally went in with Varka's expedition, including Frederica, Jean and Barbara's mother, who left and came back to Dorman Port, and they're currently there. And that's like multiple locations in this game, multiple countries have gotten instances where we've gone back to that country in later expansions for like an additional portion added to that country after the fact. Technically the chasm counts in Liyue, but the first time it really happened in my memory is during the Fontaine portion of the game. We went back to Xingyu Vale in Liyue, so they added like a literally new region to Liyue. And then I'm trying to think, was there even really anything else outside of that? We haven't got Mount Essus West in Fontaine yet. I was expecting that to be next. We did get a portion of Fontaine that was added in the late Fontaine cycle that included the northern border of Sumeru, but that border was empty. There was really nothing there. Beta Harbor was technically there. There's some NPCs you can talk to, but there was like a dozen puzzles, and that was it. But there has been like once or twice where they've gone back and added new content to old regions, like an entirely new area to explore to an old region. And it's pretty clear that Dorman Port and also Mount Essus West and Fontaine are eventually going to be two of those. I have no idea when we're going to go back to either. I really hope Dorman Port is like one of the ones we go back to and soon. Like I would like for that to be the location they eventually add in this current expansion. We are going to get another portion of Nokrai. We're only at like 60% completion globally for Nokrai, so there has to be one more part of that. But consistently they add essentially 4 regions of a game during a year. Sometimes that varies, but consistently over the last 3 years, it's been like 4 additions to the game that were actual content additions for the entire regions. And consistently also 3 of them are from the new country you go to, and 1 is something else. That varies. Natlan changed it up. But obviously we know that the third one there has to be a third Nokrai portion, so what's the 4th? Hopefully it's Dorman Port. That's what I'm hoping. They could just change everything up on us and send us to Mount Essus West. They could also do something new. I really have no idea what they're going to do in the end, but I'm really hoping that we go to Dormaport very soon. Sounds like something out of a story.
I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage.
I guess there's something to that.
Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? When I gave it to her at our post-training banquet, Miss Clorand really did enjoy this juice.
Yeah, let's see what clue that is. Let's actually wait on piecing together the clues. Let me go through all these conversations first. Eating on duty. What do you usually eat when you're busy?
If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution. They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness.
Oh, there's an ad break starting in 5 seconds, and I do need to step away. So I'm going to go to the break screen, and we'll come back to Eagle's conversation in a few minutes. See you all shortly. All right, thank you all for hanging out through that break. Welcome back. Let's see, where were we? We were mid-conversation with Eula. They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness.
In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime, we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat.
Sounds pretty convenient.
You did say sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty. The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, this food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Li Yue's stove god. In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb.
Is it really that bad?
You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue.
As someone who is trying to cut a lot of sodium out, I feel this. I feel this very deeply.
Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option.
All right, and Distant Snow Mountain. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Have you been stationed near Dragon's Spine this whole time?
Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans. To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities.
I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern.
She literally just she deals with a lot canonically and lore-wise because of how horrible her family was. She's not to blame for any of it, and she experiences a whole lot of discrimination because of it, and then she just like ignores it.
It was mentally tiring for sure, but fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
All right, piece together the clues. Restoration required. With how demanding her duties in Dragonspine have been, Eula probably hasn't had time to fully recover. To help Eula replenish her strength, I can replace the cool-tasting wolf hooks with some warm cocoa. Unusual juice. Eula had some special maritime flower fruit extract with her, and she gave me a bottle to keep. She really likes the fresh fruity flavor. I could probably find a way to incorporate it into her drink. Memorable experience. This latest experience seemed to be something worth remembering for Eula. I should find a way to reflect that in her drink. I can probably tease out some threads of inspiration from our discussions and then try to piece them all together. Eating too many cans of salted food. Eula brought up the canned ration she's been issued with recently. Apparently they're so salty they left her taste buds numb. With that in mind, I should probably remove star salt from the mix. If Eula sees a coating of salt on the rim of her glass, it might make her feel faint. And then we can trigger an association with this one. Okay. Understand the thoughts on the duel. Every region has its own signature flavors, and the sword techniques of Mondstadt and Fontaine have their own distinct character too. I need to find out what Eula thinks. Maybe I should chat with her some more. Oh, interesting. That unlocked a whole nother option. That's the first time it's done that, actually. Up until this point, you would listen to all 4-ish. Of course, we only had 3, so that should have given me a hint. But you would listen to all 4 options the person gives, and then you would have to connect some dots to then give you the 5 things you need to change with your recipe. But this is the first time connecting the dots has resulted in an extra conversation. How do you feel after your contest?
Oh my. To be honest, before we crossed swords, I was feeling eager, but also a little nervous. Miss Cloran's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was. A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorand was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword.
That's a bit out there.
Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Clorand's abilities more than match those descriptions.
I mean, she is that good, but some of that, there's some truth to that, but also a whole lot of falsehood. Should we commemorate it with a sword-themed drink?
Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink? Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that. A commemorative cocktail at a time like this sounds nice, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a drink?
From what I've seen, Fontanian fighters armed with rapiers excel at thrusting attacks. They put a high price on precision and sustained pressure.
That definitely matches the description I read in that book.
If I were to compare them to a drink, I'd say they're like coffee, bullfruit ice wine, or Mondstadt fruit wine. They may not overwhelm your senses, but they refuse to fade away. In fact, the first drink you tried had a fruit wine base.
That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor.
Your swordsmanship is different, though. You're like a lead dancer with the claymore, guiding your blade through big sweeping arcs. You only need one hit to unleash an avalanche of destruction. In other words, your style emphasizes forceful impact at the moment of contact.
There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius blade work, with a bit of personal flair.
So you're more like a strong spirit that hits the senses hard and then leaves a clean, icy aftertaste without lingering flavors.
Firewater. In recent years, firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as a base.
And we found the perfect solution together.
You really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with firewater? As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with firewater. But me, I'm full of confidence.
All right. That's new. Every nation's fighting style is different. We talked about the differences between Eula and Clorand's blade work. I think I can represent this in the mouthfeel of Eula's drink. The obvious conclusion is to swap out the fruit wine with firewater. To match the big sweeping arcs of her sword fighting, a small cup won't cut it. We need something a little heftier. All right. I think that's everything. Yep. 5 out of 5. Okay. Start mixing. All right, I think that's all I need. I know exactly how to prepare your next cocktail.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing how you do.
All right. Firewater, Maritime, and cocoa. The cocoa look always stows me because I'm not familiar with what cocoa flowers actually look like. I'm only familiar with like the beans that come out of it, or at least for coffee, which is slightly different. It's very, very different. It's completely different, but nonetheless, same difference. I'm familiar with the end product of both of those, and not the beginning, what the flowers even look like. I guess if it's any size, let's do large, just for the variety. Apologies to motion sick watchers. Just the camera gets incredibly unnecessary with that. And let's go with the goblet. Okay, Master's Goblet large. And anything but star salt. Let's keep it Mondstadt. Let's go. Well, technically both of those work for that, but let's go with a small lamp grass. Yeah, I think it looks good. What do we got? Seafoam Sword Song. Based on a twinkling starlight, this novel cocktail was concocted especially for Eula. Eula's swordsmanship is like a whirling waltz. She strikes with the force of an avalanche, yet her finishing flourishes are clean and elegant. This bold approach is reflected in her drink preferences. To match her style, the drink you prepare combines ice-pure firewater, maritime flower juice, steeped commemorative meaning, and restorative cocoa to replenish her energy and banish fatigue, creating a true dance of flavors. Since this blend is inspired by the Spindrift Knight's dancing blade, Seafoam Sword Song felt like the perfect name.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you even added my maritime flower fruit extract. The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes.
Can't wait to hear what you think.
Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drink slowly. But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true. Can you mix me another?
Of course, feel free to order as many as you like. And so Eula, lost in friendly conversation, drank 3 without... That went too fast.
Oh, no, well, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought. Whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail... Oh, it's the best I've ever had.
I didn't realize Drunk Eula was the thing we were going to see in this event. This is fantastic.
I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep.
Maybe I should have gone easier with the firewater.
Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk. By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clarand, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight.
Oh my god, Eula.
Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off? I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
That was great. All right, that's it for the mini games. Let's come in here and... No, that's the quest. I forget which one. Joyful Welcome, I think is the... Yeah, okay. Let's grab that. Let's look at this. Oh, that's just that's right. Wait a minute, hold on. Eula's sword shoots like a rolling wall. She strikes. This bold approach reflected her drink preferences. Judging by the speed with which she downed the first 3 cups, it seems to have earned Eula's wholehearted approval. Okay. That was the only thing new. Yeah, everything else unlocks. The drinks run on a daily schedule. The other 2 mini games run on a 2-day schedule. So we will actually get another drink tomorrow. But everything else will be 2 days from now. So that leaves... I think we should do the quest before we should do this. Let's do the quest next. Oh, there's one more thing, which is probably... Oh, that's Imaginarium Theater. I forgot that was unlocked today. I need to remember, I'm not going to do that today. I definitely do not have time for it. But you know what? Let me just warp directly in. That's stupid. But I will, before I end the game tonight, go to Imaginarium Theater and just set my supporting cast up.
We made it! Wow, the whole gang's here. Even Master D-Luke.
It's so funny to see D-Luke's face now that Varka's released, just like the 1.0 male facial model versus like the 7.0 or whatever, or 6.0. It's so wild.
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though
Hey, Lonnie, how's it going?
Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
This is also like the first time I've seen Varka actually in the office. I'm waiting for him to just. How long will it take for him to leave and go to the tavern?
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
That sounds about right. Oh, good. It's going pretty well. My Sunday errands are mostly done. I still need to my clothes are probably done in the dryer. Actually, I need to get them out. Figured I'd get a short stream though. I have there's a WMGSO stream happening in about an hour and 15 minutes. I'm actually doing that. That is actually an Animal Crossing stream. I decided we go through our monthly meetings to decide what we're going to do on that channel, and we're like, this weekend was open. I was like, I should do a stream. I could just play randomized Super Metroid, but I haven't booted up Animal Crossing since the new thing dropped. I was like, you know what? Let me do that live. So I'm doing that in a little bit more than an hour. But that doesn't mean I have to cut this short because like I do need time to eat dinner. So I'm kind of rushing through streaming on 2 different channels this evening. But that's not to say my evening's going bad. The day's going pretty well. I got a lot of stuff done, and I'm enjoying playing the two games I'm gonna be playing tonight. So going pretty well. I would like to get started on my taxes too, but I'm waiting on some of the charities that I've donated to. I need like receipts from those before I can actually finish my taxes off, unfortunately. So I'm still waiting on part of that.
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Late night drinking, probably.
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grandmaster came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate.
It's so nice having Jean and Varka interacting together in the story. That's just... Varka has been a mentioned character since this game first came out, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And only in this Nodcry expansion has he been in the game, and only now, literally in the last couple of weeks of gameplay, not even a couple weeks, literally the last week, has he finally returned to Mondstadt, the Starry Nation. So we're getting to see the leader of the Knights of the First Nations game actually interact with all the Knights back home. And it's really nice. It's also hilarious because he likes to shirk his duties, and she's a stickler for that, for making sure stuff gets done. So she's not a fan of it. So the interactions between them are actually very fun.
We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure. So he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many. Am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover. Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time.
I have a question, actually.
Ask away.
If everyone can experience the story in the bubble, there shouldn't be anything in there that only I can do, right?
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things.
Hey, Lemon, how's it going? Taking a break from being a finished carpenter. I hope the work is going well. I saw the pictures you posted. Congratulations on getting a nice bidet. I always appreciate me a good quality bidet.
The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait, but we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us.
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs.
This current limited event, the storyline so far has involved us beta testing an in-game game, which is weird.
Of course, when
Very
you
amusing.
access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Excited, doing well. It's good weather for home improvements, and we just cut and measured our first. Oh, nice, nice.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, Nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha. Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight's story firsthand.
That makes a lot of sense, because Varka was in Natlan when we first arrived in Mondstadt, and then he was later in Nogcry where we first met him like 6 years later. So he knows about us, but he doesn't know any of the details about everything we did. Or at least not to a full extent. So the whole idea of this in-game game that is being created by the witches with the Knights of Favonius' approval is essentially a retelling of our story in Mondstadt, so that all the people who were not in Mondstadt because they were busy off with Varka's expedition basically understand what happened while they were gone. And a lot of what happened in Mondstadt while they were gone involved us literally saving the country. So, oh, interesting. We can well, let's do the story version first, and then we'll do the version that lets us pick up some extra items for the limited event rewards.
Oh, dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
Ah, looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now.
Wait, is this the bit where we steal or borrow the Holy Lyre?
Okay, hold on a second. If that's gonna, yeah, because if Barbara gets the true facts behind what happened, she is going to be extremely pissed at Venti, and I don't think Venti wants to deal with that. We're sure we want to thank you for lurking. I appreciate you showing up and hanging out as always, and we're sure we want to expose this little detail.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? What about Varka and the others?
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a little late. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our chance to borrow the lyre.
The Fatui weren't there originally.
Come
what?
on. Let's go help the Knights.
What is this?
What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh, pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend Diluc.
That is ridiculous.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
I can't get over Diluc's 1.0 faith.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Lyre then.
Oh, nice streak. That's awesome. Thank you for that.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story.
It occurs to me maybe I should add some kind of effect for streaks like I have for subs and followers and all that, but I will think about that later.
After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Okay, okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
Why was it? I assume Paimon's line there was like a lot longer in other languages for that to have been stuck where it was.
I doubt you need a hint for this area. Go on now. The underground chamber awaits.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not excited to do this portion. If this really is a return to what happened in Mondstadt originally when we first played the game, which was only like 3 years ago for me, not 6 for like it was for everybody else. I remember not liking this section because it was a forced stealth segment, and I'm hoping they don't make me do that again.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
Oh, well, there's actually okay. This is actually pretty great. What in the world? That was unnecessary.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
Why is Cyrus Cassis a Fatui?
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Liar's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. Ah, it looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
This is cracking me up.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Does that mean I don't have to sneak by them like last time?
If we rush in, we should be able to retrieve
Thank
the lyre.
goodness. I see the devs knew that people were gonna hate it if they had to do the stealth sequence again.
I'll
see it done.
Sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go.
All right. Oh, what's Rosaria doing down there? Hold on, I have to like talk to everybody now.
If the conflict really had escalated to this point back then. Ugh. Just imagine the cleanup work.
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn out like that. No use thinking about something that didn't happen, right?
When your free time is as precious as mine, it's hard not to think about it.
We're going all the way down there. Can I just... How many people can I talk to? Where I'm going to where the lyre is. Okay, got it. Let's talk to everybody. What are you doing to Jack?
I never thought I'd get the chance to spar with the cavalry captain.
I'm always up for a duel, as long as you treat me to a glass of wine after we're done.
All right, work on Cyrus over here.
I couldn't keep up with you after all, Grandmaster. It's like you've gotten even stronger since I last saw you.
Expeditions have a way of doing that to people. Ever consider taking your adventurers out on a long trip?
I think I'll pass.
All right, anybody back here?
No entry. This place is under Fatui jurisdiction.
That was just a line for them, I guess. Okay, and the only other folks to talk to... Oh, Lisa and Albedo over there.
How dare you stand in our way? You'll face our Harbinger's wrath soon enough!
Oh, man. Well, where did they go? They just, like... They went back there and just vanished. They, like, disappeared from existence. Okay. Alright, game. Let's chat with Lisa and Albedo.
What a coincidence. Or perhaps I should say, great minds think alike.
Yes, well, this looked like the most relaxed part of the performance. I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my work as soon as possible. I'm assuming you feel the same, Miss Lisa?
Of course. After all, this place suffers from a dire lack of comfortable chairs and good tea.
This whole event has been nice for getting us back to the Mondstadt cast. We haven't seen or heard them in a long, long time for many of them.
The Holy Liar! There it is! Well, well, well.
What?
It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their
Oh
nose.
my god, Fischl pretended to be La Signora.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-system mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
An electro-system mage just make a little bit more sense, considering it's Fischl.
No! We're too late!
Put the liar down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro-sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pets.
That's a lot of Oz's.
The holy Liar der Himmel belongs to the Fatui.
Also, she's enjoying this way too much.
Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick!
This is ridiculous in
Here,
every possible
take
manner.
it
I love
away,
it.
And don't let them catch you.
But why is Amber evil now? Oh my god.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Oh geez. So we're supposed to run after Amber. All right. I will do that in a moment because there's an ad starting in a few seconds. That's a good opportunity for me to take a break. So I'm going to step away and I'll be back in about 3-ish minutes. Be back shortly. All right, thank you for waiting through break as always. Appreciate y'all being patient with my inability to turn ads off. I don't care for ads. I wish we had. I've made this comment so many times. I wish we could just get rid of ads on Twitch. And if you're like me and you get a turbo subscription or you've subbed to various places, you can. But I wish I could just turn them off on my side because I don't really care. I don't need the money, but I can't. And oh well. But at least I can make it so you only get 3 minutes of them every hour. Best I can do. But thank you for waiting through. I'm going to get back to chasing the escaped Fatuous in very unnecessarily ridiculous quotation marks here. Amber is, of course, Mondstadt's gliding superstar, so she actually is very good.
That goes against gliding regulations.
You're not one to talk.
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle
Oh.
this.
Wow, that's rude. Also, where are you going? We're flying all the way to Springvale.
Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there. Let's get ready to land.
Literally came all the way over to Springvale. Jeez. Okay. Where are you going? Is there like a domain back here?
Positions, everyone!
What? Combat sequence? Okay. What's going on?
So this is where the chase ends this time.
Oh, we're in a domain. All right.
Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we
Of course.
repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
That actually makes me sad to read because Golden Archipelago was before my time. That was long before they started making sure the summer events were permanent additions to the game, which only started happening with Natlan last year. So I started playing in year 4, I think. No, year 3. Sumeria was new. That was 3.x. Because 3.6 was the patch that was new when I started playing. I had just enough time to experience that year's summer event, the Valyrian Mirage, which was really great. But that does mean I missed the first 2 summer events. Golden Apple Archipelago was 1, and it had like 2 variations or 2 forms. I don't remember the name of the second one, but I missed both of them. And according to other players, those were like the best summer events. All the ones I played don't even compare. Even though the ones I played were all mostly really fantastic, especially Simulanka. So seeing the name Golden Apple Archipelago actually makes me a little bit depressed because I didn't get to experience it.
Yeah, this is go big, all right.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just you, Luke. Should be a total piece of cake.
All right. Wow, look at all the people in the trial list.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet.
Why is Mona here?
Both now warn you that this
Oh,
is
boy.
the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice. Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
All of them?
I'm
This is
afraid
amazing.
so. Oh, except Rheingotter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
This is great.
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
All right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
It's also hilarious to me that Mona is basically doing a Barbeloth voice here, and that's her idea of how to sound like a evil Fatus. There's so many layers. I didn't hear what that answer was. I literally wasn't paying enough attention to the conversation to remember what she said at the beginning. Let's see, what does Nicole say?
Mona's riddle was as follows. A human never doubts what their eyes see, or rejects the ground beneath their feet. However, things that are taken to be indisputable are often false. So, one must shift one's gaze elsewhere. Perhaps, upward.
Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, that's great. What does that do for me here? Does that talk about things that I can... That's very not obvious. Is that supposed to be stuff I can step on? Like invisible platforms? But it doesn't stretch all the way over here, so where do I even start? I figured I would take a risk and just walk out, and it looks like that was the correct risk to take. Okay. Is that... And then one here. And then two down. And one right. And two down. And two this way. Three that way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. That took some doing, but... What's in this corner? Any chests? Anything? No. Okay. I'm looking for chests. I'm not gonna level Varka and his weapon from nothing. I need mats.
Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the lyre.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
A fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. Diluc practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right. And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. D-Luke. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika.
Do I have to say it?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
This is fantastic. Any chests in this room? I see books randomly. Nothing. All right, let's keep going. And we can go several different ways now. I guess we'll go this way first. Oh, hello.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Like I said, I told you everything I know. Just leave me alone. Man, I thought I lucked out with just a few lines, but it still wasn't easy to pull off. Anyway, if you want to get into that room, you'll need to track down the 3 Fatui with the crests.
Oh, this device here. Okay. So that's the exit. We need to go this way to get to the other 3. All right. Oh boy. I thought this was going to be quicker than it was, but I'm realizing it's not going to be. I have 45 minutes until I need to start the WGSO stream, and I need time to rotate the next cycle of my clothes out of the dryer, eat dinner, which is actually already sitting on the table, and I'm just hungry thinking about it. And boot up Animal Crossing to make sure that the new content is downloaded and everything. I could probably keep going for a little bit, but I'm hoping that this won't last more than like 15 more minutes to finish this entire thing off. Well, let's talk to them first before we...
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded. Come on, kid. Let's finish what we started.
Oh, combat. Oh, actual Fatui played by Cyrus. I love that.
Here we go.
You can't run. Well.
Mark is so much fun.
Okay, you win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Probably because you had to act like a Fatous. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True. Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
I'd actually forgotten what Cyrus sounded like because it's been 6 years since that voice actor has done anything with his character in game, I think.
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatous costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all.
Oh boy, these answers are both accurate. I'm not sure which one to choose. Delusions might also be involved somehow. The Harbingers seem like the disciplined ones to me. Let's go with delusions.
Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan.
Oh.
How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally have answers after all these years.
So nice that they went back and touched on this. That was one of the summer events I was just talking about, the Natlan summer event. Had us dig really deep into it. We basically found out all of Bennett's history that we've always been wondering about in this game. It had been rumored for a long time. Like, fans picked up on very, very hidden deep cuts of lore to come up with the idea that maybe Bennett actually came from Natlan. And not only was it confirmed, we got to experience the entire story and learn the backstory, and it was really great.
So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind.
Yeah, the bad luck wouldn't have stopped because Bennett made the decision, and I question the decision. He could have done this and still been able to come back to Mondstadt, but the offer was made at the end of that summer event for Bennett to connect to a Natlan Wayob. With that connection in place, the bad luck would have been gone. Because the only reason that was happening was because he is a Natlan native and never connected to a Wayob, like literally everybody that lives out there has. And without that connection, that's what has been causing his bad luck for literal years. And it's an interesting choice that he just wants to keep the bad luck in his life.
I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
Yeah, let's talk to them really quickly.
Talk about bad luck. The minute you put on that Fatui costume, the gun stopped working. How weird is that?
Yeah, thanks for stepping in, Dad. Guess I'll have to hand it in to Miss Nicole for repairs later.
All right, we got access insignia. Okay. One of the 3 crests we needed. Nothing else in this room, it looks like. Hold on. What's back here? Just some tables. All right, we can go one of 2 ways.
That head is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Oh, that's what Venti is for. Boop. That should be all of them. Oh, Durin.
Coming here first? I'd reconsider if I were you. Ha! You've been warned. Continue at your own risk.
Now I have to find a nod cry style Fatui.
Yahoo! Wait, hear me.
Let's do this. Give
Think you can
Venties.
get away?
Resistance is futile.
Oh, and then Varka one-shots him. Because Varka.
Say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
I'm just glad I didn't have to play the evil dragon in the end.
All right. What else is in here? Nothing. Just beds. Okay. Let's head back to the 3rd crest, which was this way. Yeah.
The Fatus up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation.
Okay.
Don't forget to take it with you.
Hold on. Let me take a look at that. What? No, this would be in here probably. The 2 crests we have. One of a set of important insignia kept in separation by members of the Fatui. Only by gathering all 3 can the device leading to the inner chamber be activated. As for why there must be 3, the mage merely explained that it was to create a sense of participation. Multi-purpose negotiation tool. A heavy pouch filled with tokens capable of swaying those who value wealth above all else. To some, this appears to be what passes for sincerity. I like that I still have this Featherlight more that I got from D, one of the
need
quests.
regular maintenance. Take good care of them.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway, the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it. Let's talk business, shall we?
Oh, you can just wow, okay. Man, what do I want to do? I could just give her everything, but her mood might sky. That might be the easiest way, actually. I wonder if, yeah, you know what? Oh, you have to do this.
I would have thought there was this much more to be made in a dump like Mondstadt.
There have been times in this game in the past where you need to like be careful about that and go for specific amounts. I'm thinking of times back in Fontaine at the auction house. But I felt like the way this story was going, we could just dump it all.
Hey! Did you just break character?
What? Of course not. All right, here's the crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament.
Oh, okay. I need to go into Limelights Discord and let Emerald Arcana know that there's another spoiler for Nodcry Act 8 in this quest line. If you're watching and you're playing Genshin and you have not done Nodcry Act 8, I apologize. You just got spoiled for this.
Well,
you know about
I
that?
spend most of my time staring into a scry glass after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of Mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexen Circle never promises an amount they can't deliver, even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Alright, we've got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
Yeah, let's talk to Mona really quickly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old...
Oh, same line. Okay. Any chests in this room? I'm getting the feeling that this domain does not have any kind of pickups, or if it does, they'll be in the final section. So, unfortunate. I'm really looking for that stuff that I can use to level my characters, because I'm flat broke in this game at the moment. Such is life. We need to go back this way. Yeah.
Mika! We have the crest!
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
All right, let's talk to Mika real quick.
Best of luck up there.
Same line. All right. Let's get going. Okay, just making sure there wasn't anything else up here in another direction that I was gonna miss by going backwards.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
Look at all these Oz's in this room. And these lightning-looking sigils on the floor? Okay. Well, seems fine. Let's keep going.
cold-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes. Despair, for you have stepped into my trap. Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up.
You're surprised by your own trap?
Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the lyre was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand.
Okay.
Come forth, my loyal servants. Smite all who stand against us.
What servants? Oh.
Look, the ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance.
Group 2, reinforce.
Oh, I didn't hit it in time. Oh well. It's easier just to mainly do one hit, I see. Didn't get that one at a time. One more then. No, that was it.
Group 3,
okay.
Group 4. Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once.
Rude. I was almost in the way of that. Well, here we go again. Oh, now I have to actually fight.
Shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Let's get some burst out.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
Barbados, guide us.
It's cute that oops. Jean is technically in the same team as Barbados.
Mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
So the Barbados goddess thing was kind of cute in retrospect. Anyway, what's going on here? I need to. Where did Oz go? Hello? Oh, there you are.
All right. I give up. Just don't hit.
I'm gonna snooze that ad because I'm gonna end stream pretty soon.
I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a great time.
Yeah! This role was perfect for you!
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your Prinzessin's abundant talent.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Before, all we had to do was beat up a Fatui agent, and official has admitted defeats.
Oh, wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princess in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order!
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
You're up, Paimon.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here. Here goes nothing.
Ah, it's open.
Literally just a poke.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
Well, that was good timing. Esme doesn't immediately put us back in cause as the performance within the magic bubble comes to an end, the actors return to the real world one after another. Varka has the Good Hunter staff set up a banquet in front of the cathedral, inviting all involved to celebrate.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Barker was talking about?
Looks like we get to try it out after all.
Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in. Don't forget to grab some food before it's all gone, okay?
Will do.
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
No, just noticed that you seemed a lot more relaxed.
You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Everyone leads in their own way.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is what happens when we're all together like this.
It's also nice to get Barbara Jean dialogue. Literally sisters who don't talk a lot to each other in story. In fact, over the last few years, we've heard more about their mother than them.
Ah, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion.
And their father, actually, because Seamus was also in the expedition. But he's returning too. Where is he? I know Frederica's at Dormaport now, but I thought Seamus was returning to Mondstadt.
The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together.
The return of the expedition force is a good thing. You deserve to enjoy it too.
I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
I will.
Hey! Honorary knight! Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too! Care to join me?
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
I've climbed that thing many times before. It's fine. This is great though, because it means all these people. I was worried that if I log out of the game now, these people will be gone and I won't be able to talk to anybody. Because clearly you are supposed to, or you can talk to everybody before you then go up to chat with him to finish the quest line. Thankfully, that means everybody should still be there when I log into the game later, which is good because I have 20 minutes now before the WMGSO stream. So I need to log out and get stuff done and eat before that. So I'm going to go to my schedule screen, which is probably not accurate. No, it's not, because I took Monday off this week. I don't have anything that will stop me from streaming on Monday as regular. So I will be streaming Final Fantasy 16 tomorrow night at 7:30 at what would be my normal time. So my schedule will be accurate when I stream tomorrow. The rest of it is mostly accurate, except I don't think I have any plans Saturday like I did this week. So Skies of Arcadia will probably be on Saturday again, like it normally will be. So this schedule basically is half wrong. My apologies. Let's see who's live right now. Who can I send y'all over to? Let me go ahead and throw my commands in while I'm doing that. Let's do this one and this one. Let me go ahead and copy one of those so I'm ready. Who's live? Let's see. I see Jamie is live. I haven't actually rated Jamie in a while. Let me go down the list though. Yeah, let's do Jamie. Okay. So I'm gonna raid Vidya James, who is a fellow member of the Zeldathon team. Does a lot of Ocarina of Time and, well, more Majora's Mask specifically. Randomizer, which is probably what he's doing right now. Yeah, MM Rando. No surprise there, but he's really cool. Always a good time hanging out with him. And so let's go over there now. Really quickly, I think everybody watching is already following WMGSO, but let me get a shout out in there before we raid. I'm going to be streaming on WMGSO's channel in about 20 minutes, doing some Animal Crossing, so feel free to pop in if you would like. But other than that, I will hopefully see you on one of my streams next week, possibly tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate you all as always, and hope you have a great rest of your Sunday.